Hello and welcome to SGPN's The Daily Dog. I'm your host, Britton Hess. I'm here with my favorite Underdog Fantasy Pick-em plays for Monday, May 12th, 2025. If you're new to Underdog Fantasy, sign up with promo code DailyDog, DAILYDOG at underdogfantasy.com. Again, that's DAILYDOG, one word, at underdogfantasy.com or in the Underdog Fantasy app to get a 50% deposit match bonus worth up to $1,000. And while I'm here, I'm going to see if I have any promos floating around on my app and see if they're offering anything good for the existing members. No, it looks like I used all my promos. There are a couple quick buckets, hit parade, and slap shot, which are little bonuses for total shots and hits and quick buckets on and for the first quarter in NBA games. But no, nothing huge for the existing members right now, but stick around. You will probably get some by end of week. You know, obviously they've been doing the extender and all that stuff as well if you are playing NBA picks every single day like I am. All right, let's go to today's entries. And let's go the weekend. Weekend Friday started a little bit mid. We hit a 3.39x Friday MLB card. We were near misses in NBA and NHL, unfortunately. The lotto entry on Friday, though, we went 2 out of 3. Beautiful stuff. 5.68 return on that one. We hit Donovan Mitchell alt points over, Jamal Murray alt point over, and Alexander Barkov goal. So that was a nice little way to get through the Friday. And then on the Saturday, we hit some nice ones. We hit a 4.29x UFC entry, and then we hit Saturday NBA, which was 3.33x. So we had an all right time turning a little profit off of Friday's show that went all into Saturday. So let's keep on the momentum going. Let's keep the momentum going here, and let's get going with our MLB entries for today. MLB entry number 1, Evan Carter higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for the Texas Rangers as they host the Colorado Rockies. Chase Dollander on the bump for the Rockies. I mean, let's be honest, the Rockies are terrible. Evan Carter is starting to find it a little bit. He's a matchup guy. I think he's going to match up good with Chase Dollander. Evan Carter has not necessarily had, like the most spectacular stats yet, but he missed so much time, so he's got to roll into it. And you know what? As we are getting into, or just looking at his last couple of games, he had 2 hits and a run in the most recent game versus Detroit. He had a hit and a run in the game previous to that, and he actually hit a home run in that game versus Detroit. He had a hit in the first game. So you know what? He's starting to turn that corner there. Let's get Chase or Evan Carter higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Then we're going to take Kyle Tucker higher than 1.5 total bases for the Cubs as they take on the Marlins. I think Tucker is going to hit well in this matchup against the Marlins and Cal Quantrill, who's not having a wonderful season here. 3.59x, Evan Carter higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Kyle Tucker higher than 1.5 total bases. MLB number 2, Wilyer Abreu higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for the Red Sox as they take on the Tigers. Jackson Jobe, okay pitcher so far, not the greatest. Tanner Houck, not the greatest season so far. They're going to need run support. Wilyer Abreu, very underrated, good lefty batter in this lineup. Give me Wilyer Abreu higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs in a game where I expect there to be some runs. It's going to be 77 degrees in Detroit, so good ball flying weather. Matt Olson higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs against the Nats. Olson's okay lately. I mean, he's just frustrating to watch. I hate watching his at-bats, but at the end of the day, if he can put up the stats, that is good. 2.76x multiplier there. And as I said, Matt Olson, I don't like watching his at-bats because so many times he strikes out on the back foot slider. It's like, dude, this is coming and you look so lost. Other times he smokes a ball. When he makes contact, it looks effortless. The ball goes deep, gets doubles, gets home runs. And obviously, if the guys ahead of him are getting on base, that helps us out a ton here. So Matt Olson higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Wilyer Abreu higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. 2.76x. NBA number 1. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're going Jayson Tatum higher than 3.5 3-pointers made. We hit it last time. We're going to hit it again right here. Jayson Tatum higher than 3.5 3-pointers made. And then Draymond Green of the Warriors higher than 1.5 3-pointers made. They need points badly. This is a big, juicy 4.47x two-leg entry. Our man Draymond is having trouble fouling out and everything else, but at the end of the day, Draymond is still a leader of this team, as annoying and frustrating as a player he is. He is still a guy that they need to count on. He went 4 for 10 in game 1 of this series. He went 1 through 6 in game 2. Not great. Last game, he only had 1 3-point attempt and fouled out of that game. So let's get more like game 1 here. Let's get Draymond Green higher than 1.5 3-pointers, 4.47x with Jayson Tatum higher than 3.5 3-pointers. NBA number 2, Josh Hart higher than 9.5 boards for the Celtics. There's going to be a lot of shots up. I think that it's going to be somewhere in between of what we saw in the early games in the series, and the most recent game in the series where shots were falling like all over the place for the Celtics. I think that Hart is a good chance to get the double-double with points and rebounds here. So give me higher than 9.5 rebounds for Josh Hart. Then Jonathan Kuminga higher than 1.5 3-pointers made. He has been a offensive juggernaut for this team. 30 points last game, 18 the games previous. He's been filling in for Curry well. Doesn't shoot quite like Curry, but he can definitely hit 2 3-pointers. This is a 4.19x multiplier. So both of our NBA entries are a little bit enhanced today. NHL entry number 1, I am going to ride this horse till it kills me, I guess. Alex Ovechkin higher than 0.5 goals. Not having a great series against the Hurricanes, but I think he needs to get a goal here. Higher than 0.5 goals for Alex Ovechkin. I think that this is backs against the wall. Caps need this game, absolutely. Let's get Ovi started. Let's get the Capitals a win here against the Hurricanes. If you listen to my other podcast, you know that I like the Capitals today at about plus 220. If that happens, I think Ovi is going to contribute with a goal here. Then Leon Draisaitl higher than 0.5 goals against the Vegas Golden Knights. Golden Knights stole one last game. I don't think it's happening again. McDavid scored last game. Draisaitl, let's get Draisaitl on the score sheet here with a goal of 4.15x. NHL number 2, Frederik Andersen, higher than 2.5 goals. I said I think the Capitals are in a good spot. I think they're going to score 2-3 goals in this game. So let's go higher than 2.5 goals against for Frederik Andersen. And then I am going to pair that with Connor McDavid higher than 0.5 goals. The Oilers special player, McDavid. Obviously, he's a threat to score, get assists, do anything possible on the hockey field or a hockey court. Hockey rink, Jesus, on the ice. Connor McDavid can do it. So Frederik Andersen higher than 2.5 goals against. Connor McDavid higher than 0.5 goals, 4.42x. Pitchers number 1, Freddy, Peralta, Ben Lively, lower than 0.5 first inning runs allowed. Good hitting conditions in Cleveland today, but at the end of the day, Freddy Peralta, I think he can get through a 6 batters or 3 outs, and then the other 3 outs can come from Ben Lively against this Brewers offense is just very, very inconsistent. I think these pitchers have at least one good inning in them. Probably can get through the order once clean, and then they'll probably pick up in 3rd to 5th inning is when the runs will start to come. Jake Irvin plus Grant Holmes higher than 0.5 first inning runs allowed. I just don't love Irvin's okay. I don't love Grant Holmes. I think that the offenses for both these teams need to send a statement earlier, and they're getting pitchers that are hittable. So I think they're going to be very aggressive early. It could backfire. They could fly out, but I think we could see a home run very easily in the first inning in this game. Jake Irvin plus Grant Holmes in that Nats Braves game, higher than 0.5 first inning runs allowed. Freddie Peralta, Ben Lively, lower than 0.5 first inning runs allowed in that game between the Brewers and the Guardians. 3x multiplier. Pitchers number 2, Paul Skeens, David Peterson, lower than 0.5 first inning runs allowed. Not too sexy. We know the Pirates can't hit the ball. We know Paul Skeens is usually pretty dang solid first time through the order. So lower than 0.5 first inning runs allowed there. And then Yusei Kikuchi, Michael King, higher than 0.5 first inning runs allowed. Kikuchi has had some bad luck against some of these batters they've hit home runs against him on this Padres team. Machado's got 2 career. Tatis has 1 as well. When Kikuchi hit as well, it's all Ks. When he misses, they hit it out of the yard. Michael King, kind of the same story, but Michael King's obviously been way more consistent this year and has a better run support. But I still think higher than 0.5 first inning runs allowed is worth a shot there. So no first inning runs in the Pirates, Mets. Yes, in the Angels against the Padres. 2.73x multiplier. Excuse me. Lotto entry number 1. Jaylen Brown, higher than 2.5 3-pointers made. I think that Jaylen Brown's going to be shooting them well as well. You know, the other star of this team, Mr. Jayson Tatum's going to hit 2 3-pointers. I think Jaylen Brown's going to hit 3, I think Tatum's going to hit 4. Brown is going to hit 3. Rafael Devers, higher than 1.5 RBIs. Yep, just RBIs here. We are going to circle the RBIs in this one, and we are going to take Rafael Devers versus the Tigers to have 2 RBIs, and then Evan Bouchard higher than 0.5 goals. We got the goals covered with the Oilers in this game. 59.34x, but if you flex it, 29.67x if it goes 3 for 3, 7.32x if it goes 2 out of 3. Flexing the Lotto on Friday got us across the board and made it a profitable entry. Dong Squad number 1. Jock Peterson higher than 0.5 home runs. He's kind of coming alive after starting the year as bad as possible. Aaron Judge, good hitting conditions in Seattle. against Emerson Hancock, who can give up the long ball, and then Christian Yelich, higher than 0.5 home runs. Again, I don't think he's going to get it the first at bat, but I think he will get it against Lively. This is a 52.25x, a little bit lower return than we're used to, but hey, if it hits, we'll be happy. 52.25x, 3 for 3. Flex it, 26.12x, or 2 out of 3, 6x. That's all I got for you today. Good luck on your picks, and let's make some money.